Hello guys, today we discuss the interesting topic of corporate accounting, that is amalgamation. Amalgamation of the companies. Amalgamation is the combination of two or more firms. That is, when two or more existing firms are liquidated and form a new company, it is called amalgamation. Friends, this definition is explained with the help of following example. Here in this example, there are two companies, Company A and Company B. Company A and Company B went into liquidations and formed a new company that is called AB Company. So friends, this formation of new company, that is AB Company, is called the amalgamations. In this example, A company is closed down their business and B also closed down their business. Both are come together and form a new one, that is AB Limited. So this A company and B company is called as amalgamating company, or it's also known as transferor company. And a newly born company, which is AB Limited or AB Company, is called amalgamated company, or also known as transferee company. Now we discuss the objectives of amalgamations. The amalgamation is made for better control on the production policies or every type of policies, as well as increase in market shares. Friends, when two or more companies are come together, naturally the manpower is increases, so better control is possible, as well as they can increase the market share. The another objective of amalgamation is to eliminate the cutthroat competitions. In the market, there are two firms, A and B. In the previous example, both are competing with each other. But now, when they are come together, there are only one firm, that is AB Limited. So automatically, the competition is over. The next objective is to enjoy the economic of large scale benefit. When two companies are come together, their assets and liability also come together, and that's why the fund is increases, and that's why they can take the benefit of large scale productions. Friends, when they are come together, naturally fund is increases, so they can take the help of experts by giving them the higher payments. And the last objective is availability of the funds. This fund, which is brought together by this A and B Limited, that is two company, naturally they can use the funds in new policies and new investment that is beneficial for the newborn firm, that is AB Limited. Now we discuss the types of amalgamations. Friends, there are two types of amalgamation. Number one is amalgamation in the nature of merger, and another one amalgamation in the nature of purchases. Now we discuss first amalgamation in the nature of merger. Under these amalgamations, the assets and liabilities of the companies is come together or transfer to the new company, but the stakeholders as well as the shareholders of the transferor company are interested in the business of transferee companies. That is called amalgamation in the nature of merger. Amalgamation in the nature of purchase. Now, here in these types of amalgamation, the assets and liabilities only transfer by the transferor company to the transferee company, but the stakeholder as well as shareholders have no interest in the newly born firms, that is in amalgamated firms. That is called amalgamation in the nature of purchases. Now we discuss the method for accounting of amalgamations. There are two methods of accounting of amalgamation. Number one, the pooling interest method, and number two, the purchase method. Under the pooling interest method, the assets, liabilities, reserve of the transferor company are recorded in the transferee company by the existing carrying amounts. But friends, in purchase method, the assets and liabilities of the transferor company is recorded in the transferee company on the basis of fair value at the date of amalgamation. That is more important. Friends, purchase consideration now we discuss. Purchase consideration is the amount which is paid by the transferee company for the purchases of a business of the transferor company. If we continue the previous example, in the previous example, A company and B company, these are the transferor company, and AB Limited is the transferee company. Now, when AB Limited take over the business of A Limited as well as B Limited, in the consideration of that, they will give something, maybe shares, maybe cash, etc. to the transferor company, and this is called the purchase considerations. These purchase considerations also have some methods. There are three types of purchase consideration. Number one is lump sum payment method. Under the lump sum payment method, the transferee company give the lump sum amount to the transferor company. For example, AB Limited gives 10 lakh rupees to the A Limited and 12 lakh rupees to the B Limited. That is called the lump sum payment method. The second is net asset method. Under this method, the purchase consideration is calculated by the agreed value of the assets and the agreed value of the liabilities. That is, first we take the total of all the assets which is taken over by the new company from the old company, and we less all the liabilities which is taken over by the new company from the old company. That is called the net assets method, that is assets minus liability method. In the last, net payment method. Here in this method, the payment is given to the every stakeholders. That is, particularly payment given to the shareholders. It may be equity shareholders, it may be preference shareholders, the payment given to the debenture holder, the payment given to the creditors, etc. So in this way, every stakeholders get their own payment under the net payment method. Thank you.